5 things nobody told me about until I became a mom. I do love a drink. Okay, I have to slow down, no more pasta, have to calm down, no more carbs, and I'm sure new moms don't know about it. Fully, guys, nothing left. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Vita here. I'm sure many of you are here with me already for a while. Some of you are new, but I just would like to take a chance to introduce myself. I'm a mom, a model, content creator. So I live in Miami currently. Not currently, I mean, I think I'll be living here forever because I just love Miami. So I've been inspired to film this video because I've got a lot of comments asking about me as a mom, my motherhood journey, and my content is here a lot angled towards mothers, something that moms can relate, like kids, style, cooking together with kids. So really the purpose of my channel always been to create a community, because I once, many times, been coming to YouTube in search for someone and something I could relate to. Either it's, I don't know, to find motivation to work out, or find a new recipe if I came to a point where like I don't have an inspiration, or to find the motherhood tips. So I feel like YouTube is such a big, powerful search engine that we once or in our life always come here and search for something. So this video I wanted to dedicate to me as a mom. I just wanted to tell you a little bit about my journey as a mom, and actually I wrote down 5 things nobody told me about until I became a mom. So I think that this video will be useful for a lot of new moms. So let's get to it, guys. Okay, so I will start with a little information. I became a mom when I was 24, so quite early. I got married when I was 23, so everything happened so quickly. I got married, and next year I became a mom, so everything was planned. Honestly, the pregnancy happened for me within probably 3 months. I didn't know how long it's gonna take. I honestly was a little bit scared because in my modeling years, I faced few health problems where I would lose my period for a very long time due to diets and having a very low percentage of fat in my body. So I was a little concerned how long it's gonna take me to get pregnant. Obviously we all have these fears until you try, and thank God it was quick and easy for me. I definitely was focused before I got pregnant to take the prenatal vitamins, check all the blood work, just like living overall a healthy life, work out, don't consume too much alcohol, which I don't. I do love a drink or 2 or 3 but I do try to always be conscious about it. Like, actually now I'm in the process of not drinking at all for about 2-3 weeks, just because I think it's important to cut back and just like reset your body, cleanse it, and start over, because sometimes you just like catch up on things, and like after 1 drink it becomes 2, and then after 2 it becomes 3. So now I'm like, okay, I have to slow down, have to calm down, have to cleanse my body, and like then I can allow myself to again drink 1 or 2 glasses of wine once in a while, consciously, not feeling guilty about it, but also like it's important to feel good. So I got pregnant. The pregnancy was a bliss for me. I know for some women it's probably not as it is for me, but I didn't really have morning sickness. I actually couldn't eat at all in the first trimester. I just didn't have appetite, but I did not have morning sickness, so that was amazing. One of my biggest fears, of course, was gaining weight, especially coming from like a modeling industry where I was so conscious about gaining weight. And actually I will film a separate video on my just like weight journey, my overall finding my balance journey. But I think somewhere deep inside I was really scared how the whole weight situation will be. And I will not say I was restricting myself, because obviously it is not an option when you are pregnant, but I did give myself a promise that I will be very conscious and I will be eating healthy food the best I can. I will not allow myself to eat a jar of ice cream before going to bed because sometimes I wanted to. And I worked out very, very regularly. I probably worked out about 3 to 4 times a week. Again, I'm just sharing my experience. Before doing it, if you're pregnant, you should definitely consult with a doctor and make sure that you can do the same. And also I was pretty athletic before, like I was working out all the time, so it wasn't coming like starting from zero. So I definitely felt like my body was used to it. And also I was doing a lot of yoga, which I'm regretting I'm not doing now because I did feel so good, just like overall health and mind when I was doing a lot of yoga. So that was kind of my journey as being pregnant. Okay, let's talk about delivery. Delivery was also very interesting and experience, very good experience. I was giving a natural birth. I wasn't sure if I wanted a epidural or not. I was kind of 50-50. I was like, I don't know how the pain feels, let me see. But when I was at 6 centimeters, give me all the drugs. The pain was something else, but I'm happy I felt it on myself and now I can know what the birth pain feels like. So the birth was easy. Allegra came out healthy and it's truly, we always talk with my husband about it. One of the best days of our life is just like the emotion of seeing your child coming to life out of nowhere. It's pretty wild. But I think to this day that I became a mom, there have been few things that nobody told me about and I wanted to mention them here today for those new moms who may be about to have a baby, and these things will be very useful. First thing is, nobody told me that I probably should take a dark pajama to the hospital. I love light colors, like as you see in a lot of medias wherever, like workout clothes or home sets, like lounge sets, they're always light colors. I just feel like in Miami in the sunny weather, like I want to wear light. And I brought a light colored pajama, and my friend thankfully last minute was like, girl, no white color pajama. That was a good tip. So dark color pajama is a must for hospital bag. This is number 1. Number 2, I never knew until I became a mom that size 0 in a newborn is different than a size newborn. I actually didn't know that newborn size even exists. Let's begin with that. So I went to Gap and I bought all these like beautiful bodysuits for her and like little cute pajama, kimono, and they were all size 0. So what I brought to a hospital, everything was 5 times bigger than her because the baby born so small and they gain weight within like 1 or 2 weeks. So in 1-2 weeks she will fit size 0. But if you are preparing your hospital bags and you want to bring a clothes that your child will wear when they will be born, you better buy size newborn, not 0 like me. But don't worry, honestly, like the hospital have everything. Like they brought her this like hat and a little bodysuit that was a size newborn. So if you are in a situation like me, nobody will leave your child naked, don't you worry. But that was something that I actually didn't know. Other thing, tip number 3, actually fact number 3 is that I didn't know about. Nobody told me about the fact that milk supply is very much related on how much you eat. And you know how like we're always like, okay, we're gonna pop out the baby, I'm gonna back on track with Pilates, with workout, like I'll be on diet, we'll be in shape, back to it. A, you'll be so tired. This is not doable. 2, you can work out right away. It takes at least, I will not lie to you, but maybe 1 or 2 months depending on if you had C-section or natural birth. So you can't work out for at least 1 or 2 months. And number 3 is you can't lose weight right away because the milk supply is just depending on everything that it's been storing, like a little fat, and the calories that you are eating is just like helping to produce milk. So first like challenge that I faced, I was like, oh, I love salads, I love fish, I'll be back on it, like no more pasta, no more carbs, like I want to just like be in the best shape I can. And it's been crushed because I lost my milk for like a couple of days. I was freaked out, and then the lactation specialist told me is like, you have to eat a calorie-rich diet, dot. And as soon as I started to be focusing on eating more rice and pasta and bread, more of like carby food, the milk just came. So if you're planning on breastfeeding, don't plan on getting back in shape right away. Number four actually also related to breastfeeding is the more you pump, the more milk comes. Because I remember like I was a little scared to pump, like okay, the baby might be hungry, but actually the more you pump, the more you stimulate the nipples, the more milk will come. And that's true. Like what I would do, I remember I would feed Allegra, and then after I would feed her, I would pump for like 2-3 minutes each breast, just to stimulate a little more, and that's definitely helped the production. So that's a good tip for someone who is planning to breastfeed, and I'm sure new moms don't know about it. And number 5, it's about stretch marks. When I was pregnant, luckily I didn't get stretch marks. It happens, and that's absolutely normal, and I don't think we should be scared of it, because now there is so many ways of getting rid of stretch marks, or if you want to keep them and you like to embrace them, that's also totally fine. I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. But on my own experience, I got stretch marks on my boobs. I did not got stretch marks during pregnancy on my stomach. I think that stretch marks is something that it's related very much to your genetic, like the elasticity of the skin. And my mom didn't get any stretch mark with 2 pregnancies, so I was lucky enough not to get it too. But when I was breastfeeding, I got stretch marks on my boobs because the milk comes so fast sometimes, and I guess it's damages the fiber of the skin. So I got it, and I was like, oh, I made it throughout the whole pregnancy. I was like, oh, I never got stretch mark, how awesome. And here I am breastfeeding, and I got this like huge stretch marks right here on the breast, which like I wasn't so pleased about, because I like to wear sometimes dresses with like a very deep V-neck here, and I was like, oh, I don't know how I'm gonna be, like I'm gonna feel about it wearing the dresses again like that. And my friend was like, don't worry, there is a laser. I never even knew there is a laser that removes stretch marks. Fully, guys, fully. Like I have nothing left. But the key is to go and fix it right away. Like the sooner the better. So as soon as I got stretch marks, I went to the laser and I got it lasered away. It was like 2 or 3 sessions and they all went away. So highly recommend, if you want to get rid of stretch marks, to go and laser it. I don't think that you can laser while you're pregnant, but I do think it's okay to laser it when you breastfeed. So guys, this is my 5 facts that I didn't personally know about until I became a mom. Also, you got to hear my little story about my pregnancy. We'll be happy to do another like Q&A or on some topic of motherhood. I know there's a lot of mothers here watching me, and I just wanna share my experience. And also I love how engaging you are usually in the comments, and I also like hear a lot of feedbacks from you or learn some information. So I love to have this conversation going. Thank you for watching another chit chat video with me, and I will see you in the next video, guys. Let me know if you have any questions down below here. Ciao!